Hello YouTube and welcome Diecast family. Today on this Jammer Time video, why don't we go through this Toyota jammer I have. So this jammer is full of Toyotas. And the first one, we're going to start out with probably one of my favorite Toyota castings, the 1970 Toyota Celica. Really awesome race paint scheme on this one. Pretty sure this was a mainline. And we have it in a blue. I don't know what it is about this car, but I just freaking love it. Love the shape of it. The wide stance. Next, we got this really cool color of it. Camera does not do it justice, as I drop it all over. But then the next release gonna be this blue release. So same release as that one, just a different color variation. Then the next one's going to be a really cool release. And this is not a Hot Wheels release. This is going to be Racing Champs 1995 Toyota Supra. So it does have plastic tires with suspension. And it is really decked out. I don't know if this came out in like their Fast and Furious release, but it was around that time. See really good detail on it. Even has exhaust detail. Really cool interior detail. We have another really awesome Hot Wheels release. And that's all it says. Hot Wheels 1990. This is definitely a Toyota. And that's the only variation I have of that. Oh wait, no I don't. They re-released it with pop-up headlights. Is that the same? It might be different. Pretty close. This is a 1984 Toyota MR2. Pretty darn similar. Let me know down in the comments. Oh, that is a MRZ. Alright. So that's a MRZ and this is a MR2. Alright, well, we'll hold off on them until we get to them. Next release we have is going to be the Toyota AE86 Corolla. This one's going to be in the G-Ready racing livery. I have quite a few releases of this. Looks like I have 9 of them. So the next release is going to be in silver. And then it was released in white. I don't know if it was in that order. I think this is a older release of it. And then we have a newer release. I think this came out in, oh, I'm not even sure. This has rubber tires. It's a Toyota AE 85, 86, AE 86, I think. But maybe my favorite release of it is in the Falcon Racing, just because I'm a huge sucker for the Falcon Racing. This one has a flat black hood, which I just freaking love. But it even looks pretty good in the alternative colorway, which would be the black and white. Then we have another premium release of it, Thrill Riders. Awesome paint scheme. Very traditional racing paint scheme for the car. And we have a white main line of it. Then we got a red main line of it, which is just a color variation. And this is like a satin white. Really like it. Really cool. Then the next looks like we have, what is this, a Toyota 4Runner or something? Oh, there it is. It's a 2018 Toyota Helix. And after that, we got a couple Toyota 1984 Toyota MR2s. We got two of them, one red and one white. Looks like all I have. And after that, this is an older casting. Don't think they've released it in quite some time. And it is the Toyota Celica. It's like a satin black with orange windows, kind of matches the orange wheels. It's like a satin or a frost blue on the bottom. Looks pretty good. And I have another release of that. Pretty cool hood graphics. I almost like to say this was like a Pikes Peak release or something. Then the next one looks like it's going to be a Toyota Prius 2009. Probably the only Prius in the collection. But you can see this one's a ride share. Sometimes I have stuff like that ends up in the collection, then it ends up sticking around. Next we got a Toyota Land Cruiser. It's the only color variation it looks like I have of that. Maybe I have another color variation on the other side. Looks like I'm going to have to organize this. The other side looks packed full of stuff, actually. Have to wait until we flip it around in the second part of the video. If you're not subscribed, please make sure and you subscribe. Helps me make more of these videos and bring them to you. Next, I know this is a Pikes Peak. It just says Pikes Peak Tacoma. Awesome, awesome looking truck. Absolutely love it. Love the look of the truck. Love the paint scheme. Everything about it. Freaking awesome. And this one looks like the same release. Definitely is. Different paint scheme. Really like this paint scheme. This one, it's okay. Not nearly as good as it looks in the Pennzoil or a Gulf Racing one or anything like that. Would have looked pretty freaking awesome. Falcon Racing. Alright, let me spin around the jammer. The other side looks like it's jam-packed, too deep on some of them, so... Alright, I didn't spill them this week. But, see, sometimes I double stack them because I start running out of room. But we're going to jump right into these. This is another one of my favorite Toyota castings from Hot Wheels. This is going to be the Toyota 2000 GT. Looks pretty cool in yellow. And we have a red variation. And we got a Tokyo 2020, which I don't think ever happened. Or if it did, it was late. And of course, they had a color variation of that one. So we also have it in a purplish. But this is probably my favorite release of it. It's going to be this one right here. Just love that black metallic and the stripes. Looks really freaking sharp. Next, we got a GRX 22, a Toyota Land Cruiser. Let's see the bottom. There you go. Hate the brown tires they put on this, but like the paint scheme, the color. Get headlights. Comment down below your recommendations for more jammers to show. Maybe I'll show your recommendations next week. So always comment down below. Let me know what your favorite casting is. I had a show for the day, or what jammers you want to see next time, or just comment down below. So we got another Toyota Land Cruiser. This one's pretty cool besides the brown wheels. Like the color of it. The army green. The next we have a Toyota 4Runner 1985. And we got a big old Toyota truck. I'm surprised I can even cram in this jammer. Barely fits. A 2010 Toyota Tundra. And it too is going to be in the Tokyo paint scheme. And next we have another really awesome Toyota release. Going to be the 2018 Toyota 4Runner. Man, that thing looks sharp. Got some big old hunk and rail riders on there. Big old hunks of rubber. And we have another Toyota Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser 80 or 30. No, that's 80. And we got a Toyota Land Cruiser FJ60. It's going to be a premium release with real riders. This one is not. I think this was a mainline release, but we get awesome detail with it. Even says Toyota behind the front bumper there. And I take back everything I said in the video so far, because I did not realize this truck was kept in this jammer. But without a doubt, this is absolutely my favorite Hot Wheels casting for a truck. My favorite Hot Wheels casting is a 1970 Chevelle SS. But my favorite truck casting is probably this thing. The Baja truck, or the Toyota Baja truck. Freaking awesome, awesome ass casting. Absolutely love it. And another one I did not realize I kept in my jammer. So I actually think this is going to be moving out of the jammer. So I did not realize I had them in it. Which will free up some space for some other Toyotas, so that will work out good. So we have another variation of it. Holly. Hate how they put the brown tires on it, but really awesome paint scheme. Got two variations, a white one and a red one. Both got the brown tires. You have a blue variation. And we have a red variation. Well, I guess they're not variations. They're completely different paint schemes, but... And then we have one of the coolest ones. This is an older release, but man, I've always been a sucker for skulls and flames. So, Had to have this one. So I'm trying to get all of them from this casting. I have all the 100% already, and them are the hardest ones to get. I think there's either 4 or 500% releases. And we got one of the coolest Matchbox releases, which is going to be a 2016 Toyota Tacoma. Really cool traditional looking paint scheme on there. We have another Matchbox Tacoma. Oh no, sorry, it's a Nissan, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Threw a Nissan out there. Why ain't that fitting in there now? Fit in there before. There, barely got it back in. Sorry for throwing that Nissan out there. You'll have to wait for a different video to see that. But here we have a Toyota FJ400 or FJ, I don't know. You guys tell me what that is. Looks like a Toyota FJ40. Alright. FJ40 Land Cruiser. Toyota FJ40 Land Cruiser 1968. Really cool paint scheme. I'll go ahead and show another Toyota truck, and then we'll be done with the Toyota trucks. So we got the 2020 Toyota Tacoma. A lot smaller than the old Tacoma casting. Then next we have a really awesome casting. A lot of people's favorite, I bet, is going to be the Toyota Supra. Here we have it in green. Different color front and back tires. Older mainline release. Follow that one up with a pretty cool NOS release. So, pretty cool paint scheme on that one. Definitely looks like a drifting paint scheme. Then we have the 2020 Toyota GR Supra. This one's going to have real riders, being the G-Ready livery. Pandem. Awesome, awesome freaking paint scheme on it. But the next one's probably one of the coolest releases of it. This is a 2021. My camera will focus. 2021 Toyota GR Supra. This has like a satin orange paint. Pretty sure this was a Fast and Furious release. And we have another mainline release of it in red. Awesome front headlights on there. Like the all blacked out wheels. Kind of looks good on it. Then we got a really cool black release of it. Got the lettering going up the door. I do that on a lot of my customs. And then they release that in white, so we got the same release in white. And then it was released in yellow. So 3 different color variations on that one. And then one of the first ones I showed, we have a color variation. It's in black. So this is a Nitto one. The green one, this is going to be a color variation for it in black. So that's cool. Got 2 color variations of that one. And then we have 2 variations of the Fast and Furious Dom's car from Fast and Furious. Extremely similar releases. I think the only difference is the wheels, which I like the wheels on this one much better. The orange paint might be a hair darker on this one, might be a shade lighter on this one, but super close. And we don't have no headlight or tail light detail on this one. This one, I think, had tail light detail. Oh, yeah, it does. So they definitely cheaped out on it. My guess be this was an earlier release. Could be wrong, though. Looking at them wheels, this looks like an earlier release. Somebody knows from the dating on the bottom of these. That's a F05 and that's a J30. So I think this be first and this be second. I could be wrong, but which make that the newer release. So that's cool. They didn't add tail lights before and we're getting tail lights now. That's pretty awesome. And just for a bonus, I do have a premium variation of that, which is freaking awesome. And that. And then some customs I made. It's like a little Ken Block tribute thing. And Brian. But as always, appreciate you watching. If you watched to the end, comment down below. Let me know you watched all the way to the end. And as always, have an awesome day.